Good evening, all. Myself, Dr. Dipali, presenting a case of infective keratitis. And while treating the fungal keratitis, do think of Pythium. Yeah. Presenting a case of 41-year-old male presented to our hospital with pain in right eye, redness, photophobia, watering, blurring of vision since last 7 days following a fall of foreign body in his right eye. On examination, vision recorded right eye was hand movement and left eye 66. Patient was started on topical eye drop, natamycin, moxifloxacin, and homide by local doctors since the last 5 days. And when patient presented to us with this slit lamp photograph with a large central 8 by 8 millimeter corneal ulcer, which is amoeboid in shape, involving 1/3 of stroma, surrounded by diffuse infiltrate and associated with the scanty hypopyon with surrounding congestion. And the corneal scraping were sent for gram staining at KOH and culture to rule out the nocardia keratitis as patient was not responding to the previous medications. And the treatment was started with moxifloxacin, refreshed years, atropine, and fortified amikacin. And the very next day, the result of KOH mount came as a septate hypy with right angle branching were noted. And gram staining also supportive to the KOH that septate hypy fibrinous material degenerated pus cells were noted. And the culture was non-conclusive. And on depend upon these microbiological results, we added the eye drop, fortified eye drop linezolid to the patient, and was per hourly for next 1 week. And this was the image when patient presented to us after 1 week. The drastic change in the ulcer size around 6 by 6 with healing infiltrate and scarring were noted. And the visual improvement from HM plus hand movement to CF50 was noted. And the frequent follow-up of the patient taken for monitoring the ulcer size, response to the management and improvement of the vision. And on first week, we taper down the linezolid eye drop for 2 hourly. And after 1 month, the patient presented with this picture, the drastic and significant reduction in the size of the ulcer around 1 by 1 millimeter with healed infiltrate surrounding. And the vision was improved to C of 2 meters. And reduction in the frequency of fortified linezolid depend upon the visual improvement and reduction in the ulcer size. We tapered down it to the 6 times per day, and fortified amikacin and atropine also stopped. And this was the picture of 1.5 month patient presented to us with heel infiltrate leaving behind the nebulomacular corneal opacities. And the vision was noted as 636 with no pain. So linezolid also reduced to 4 times a day with supportive lubricating eye drops. And 2 month follow-up, the vision was stable 636 with no pain, heel infiltrates, and mild scarring. And this was the photograph very first day when patient presented to us. And after 2 month treatment, patient was happy with 636 vision, no pain, and absolutely healed corneal ulcer. Yes, thank you.
Case is now open for the discussion. You can ask questions. Barucha sir and Shashi Prasad ma'am, you can ask questions.
Ma'am, your mic is mute.
Unmute, ma'am.
Okay. So, nice presentation, Dipali. What was the percentage of niazolid eye drops? And how do you make it?
Linezolid eye drop, it is not commercially available, but
So how do you
injection
make it?
linezolid is available in 2
Yeah.
milligram per ml solution.
Okay. And what was the role of amikacin in this patient?
Yeah,
You have given
initially
amikacin also.
Yeah, initially we were suspecting the nocardia infection, so we added the amikacin. But as a response given for linezolid, we stopped the amikacin after 1 month, as nocardia is very much responsible, give response to amikacin. It is the one of the gram-positive bacteria which responds amikacin. So we added, but the culture report microbiological results were very much conclusive. to continue the linezolid.
And one more question. You saw hyphae in KOH
Yes.
stain. So how
Yes.
will you differentiate from other fungal infections?
Yeah, fungal hyphae are thick and they are all motile on head movement also. But here, Pythium, it was a sterile one as they respond to linezolid.
And they see numerous vesicles within the hyphae. So that is in Pythium keratitis.
Yes, ma'am.
So when you see numerous vesicles in the hyphae, so that is like in Pythium keratitis. Okay.
Yes.
Any other drugs you can use in Pythium keratitis besides linezolid?
Yes, the oral antibiotic, it is on just trial basis. Azithromycin is also working, but it is just one study in Thailand. They described the role of azithromycin, but yet not conclusive.
Usually, what is the prognosis of Pythium keratitis?
Yeah, though it is a rare condition, but a very
Like-
high ocular morbidity, it may cause right from corneal ulcer up to the whole
Corneal melt.
e-research, corneal melt, e-research and enucleation up to we can suspect. So early diagnosis and early treatment is very important to save the globe at least.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Presentation, Dr. Dipali. Any other drugs you can use? Is this a bacteria or a fungus keratitis?
Yeah, it is confused with fungal keratitis. Actually, it is a fungus like oomycete, aquatic oomycete. Nowadays, it is very common, but as it misdiagnosed with fungal, the treatment is also fails.
Can there be systemic involvement in this?
Yes, ma'am. Human pythiosis involves the subcutaneous, vascular, and ocular also.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was very interesting case. Dr. Yogesh, would you like to add anything? He himself is a cornea surgeon, and I think.
Actually, it's a Pythium keratitis. Earlier, it was actually it's a recently a kind of invented bug. Actually, we earlier missed. Actually, we confused with the fungal keratitis, and a few of the cases we treated with the antifungals. They've not at all responded at all with the antifungals. So with the all microbiological workup and LVP group and Irwin group, they have, and even ASIN, they just found out the Pythium keratitis. And with the multiple of combinations of medications and one of the fellow from LVPI, she studied animal diseases, and where she found out in the literature that linezolid really works very well with the Pythium keratitis, and they started trial, and it really works. So early diagnosis is very important, because I have seen I had treated one more case, but it was already which the cornea was very much involved near total infiltrates. So I did therapeutic keratoplasty, and with the linezolid, she responded well post-operatively. Initially, with the topical linezolid, also she did not show any improvement because of the large ulcer. But after therapeutic keratoplasty, she is maintained adequate vision, ambulatory vision, in fact.
Dr. Yogesh, many cases have been reported from southern India,
Yeah.
but not from northern India.
No, ma'am. Even
Very less, very few cases. No?
Yeah, the detection, actually detection is the problem. If we make aware microbiologists and pathologists about this, if we insist about specifically inform them to look for this Pythium, they'll definitely inform us, ma'am. Even in Pune, I have requested microbiologists to look for the Pythium, and I have given the description about the Pythium bug. So they have started reporting. Only thing is culture. High suspicion, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah, high suspicion of pythium.
Definitely, definitely.
With Dr. Yogesh's permission, can I make
Yeah,
a
yeah,
comment
please,
or two?
please, ma'am. Dr. Wagh is here.
So in fact, I have had the opportunity to
all of
treat.
you, why don't you start your videos, please? Let's have a proper discussion. Dr. Sangeeta, Dr. Yogesh, yes.
So there are a couple of things. I have successfully treated a couple of cases of pythium, and there are some very telltale clinical features like in this picture that is being shown. Of course, I'm using my cursor, but since mine is not a screen share, you can see an early gutter in the peripheral zone, and this must make one suspicious. The second guideline is if you have a fungal keratitis which is not responding to the routine antifungal therapy, again, one must suspect pythium, and it can be diagnosed easily in your own clinic on a simple KOH mount. The description of the pythium hyphae is very classic. They look flat, ribbon shaped, and very often folded on themselves. There will be no septation and there'll be no branching. And these can also be picked up on grams. So these are few tips, and some of them will masquerade as a Moran's ulcer or a peripheral ulcerative keratitis. Again, when you have Moran's that is not responding to the line of treatment, one needs to suspect these. And they respond extremely well to linezolid, which the presenter said, you can just directly aspirate it from the injection linezolid that is available, transfer it to an autoclaved bottle, and administer it to the patient. Of course, one needs to remake it every week and ask the patient to refrigerate it because it's not easily available.
Yes.
And I'm also happy to share that this was first reported by Dr. Bhupesh Bagga and Savitri Sharma. And I think we've again put India and LVP on the global map in this diagnosis. And like Dr. Yogesh says, unless you suspect it, you are not going to be able to pick it up. The
Yes.
first case I detected was in my own clinic, and I had looked at the KOH and we labeled it as a fungus. And I always try and click the images. Mine is a very simple, basic microscope. And I just click the pictures and I always look at them at home when I come back. And then I zoomed on one bunch of hyphae, which I looked at. And I just got so excited that the next day, Dr. Aparna Vaidya, who always does all the microbiology with me, we both looked at the images and we were very sure. I shared it with Dr. Bagga. And that's how we diagnosed our first pythium. So I think more than the microbiologist, nobody other than us is going to look at these samples with as much interest. And I would encourage everybody, it's very well worth an investment. A simple microscope, slides, cover slip, and pellets of KOH, you can make them yourself and do the slides in your very own clinic, and you'll have the diagnosis in 20 minutes. Thanks.
That's great, Dr. Sangeeta. Very good inputs. Thank you. Dr. Yogesh, can we proceed for the next case, please?
Right, ma'am. Thank you, Deepali, for your presentation.